This is PolarisLive. I'm your host, Sarwar Kashmiri, inviting our viewers from around the world to this global discussion of America and China and the world. My guest today is, or rather would have been, Dr. Nadim Hussain, Executive Director, Islamabad Policy Research Institute in Pakistan. Somehow we have not been able to connect with him. So I thought what I would do is tell you the theme of my talk, and we will continue to try to connect with him. And when we do, we will continue with this conversation, and it will, of course, be on YouTube, and I will so inform you. The American relationship with Pakistan is really on very rocky grounds at this point. Not too long ago, 2 weeks ago, in fact, the U.S. Deputy Secretary of State, Wendy Sherman, talked with the Foreign Minister of Pakistan, Shah Mahmood Qureshi, and left him in no doubt that America was going to downgrade its relationship with Pakistan because of what she said was the Pakistani behavior against supporting Pakistani women from terrorism and from barbaric acts, and for the previous support for the Taliban. And so I wanted to start by asking his opinion on that. And I see him coming on now, so I am in fact going to put him on.
Hi.
Dr. Qureshi, good morning.
That's Hussain. Dr. Hussain.
I'm sorry, Dr. Hussain, how are you?
Very well, how are you doing?
Shall I say salam alaikum?
Assalamualaikum.
Listen, we are live at this point, so I'm just going to go ahead and introduce you.
Sure,
Okay?
please.
So let me introduce my guest today, Dr. Nadim Hussain, who is the executive director of the Islamabad Policy Research Institute in Pakistan. So Dr. Hussain is a specialist in national security and geopolitics. He's over a decade of work experience in the policy community, academia, think tanks, media industry. Before joining IPRI, Dr. Hussain was the CEO of the Nerve Center, a data analytics and digital media firm based out of Lahore. He also previously worked at the United States Institute of Peace, the Wilson Center, and recently the South Asia Study Group at the University of Sydney. At the University of Sydney, he taught international security in the 21st century. He's been widely published: Foreign Policy, National Interest, Sydney Morning Herald, Express Tribune. So it's a real pleasure, Dr. Hussain, to welcome you to PolarisLive. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Dr. Hussain? Can you hear me, Dr. Hussain? Okay, you're breaking up as I talk with you. For some reason, our internet connection is not working as it should. You're breaking up, but you can hear me, I understand. Is there something you can do to adjust on your side?
Is it much better now?
Now I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So
All good?
Listen, let me just get going and ask you. I was just about to tell our guests that you know the relationship between the U.S. and Pakistan seems to be at a low point at this time. And our Secretary of State Wendy Sherman, when she met with Pakistan's Foreign Minister Mr. Mahmoud Qureshi, made it clear to him that America was downgrading its relationship with Pakistan. There was no equivalence with the warm India Pakistani relations. And in fact, President Biden has chosen not to call the Pakistani prime minister at this point. What do you make of all of this? And I think I'm starting to lose you again, Dr. Qureshi. I mean, Dr. Hussain. Still having a hard time listening to you. You're breaking up. Would you like to disconnect and try again? So let's hold on. We'll have Dr. Qureshi back again. We were having trouble hearing him, so I've suggested he disconnect and call back again. We are waiting for Dr. Hussain to come back online again from Pakistan. He is, as you know, the executive director of the well-known research institute in Islamabad, and here he comes on again.
This works. I hope this works better now.
It works much better, Dr. Hussain. So, of course, so let's get going. I don't know if you heard my
I did. Thank you.
about the downgrading the American, and obviously this has all kinds of ramifications. And I just thought, what do you make of it all?
Okay, thank you so much for that. And I'm sorry, I don't know why the connection is being acting up, but it's very important.
Oh no, we're having the same problem again on your side. You are frozen on the screen. Let me suggest something to our viewers, because this is much too important an interview for us not to have it. So here's what I'm going to do, Dr. Hussain. Now you're unfrozen again, but I cannot hear you. May I give you some minutes to see if we can sort out the connection at your end and then reconnect? Would you like to do that? And we'll just start again, and we'll post this online.
Yeah, I think I was just on the Zoom call and this was working fine. I don't know. This is the first time using this platform. Let me just try something else. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can, very clearly.